It's John and Rachel, and we're jagging around in Zelienople
with somebody who you are going to recognize. It's a really good, feel-good Pittsburgh story.
So we are in Zelienople, and we're jagging around with Aaron and Missy. So Missy, tell us a little bit of why we're here in Zelienople. Tell us your background.
Well, you're here to talk about Be the Match for Jax, which is my grassroots organization for my son Jax, who is fighting a life-threatening autoimmune disorder. And if we don't find his perfect blood stem cell match, he'll ultimately lose his life. So you met me a couple of years ago, but fast forward,
time ago, yeah.
It is. But fast forward to today, we've done 200 events. We have registered well over 7,000 people in Jax's honor to the blood stem cell registry, and we're still pushing and fighting to save his life.
This is something you hear so often, unfortunately, from so many different families. And I think everybody is always hoping for that. And then we insert, Aaron. So Aaron, what a way to kind of introduce you, but you are here in Zelienople. It shows the power of community because you kind of stepped up and said, what?
How can I help? So I was reached out to by Fiore, the owner of Burgers, who's also a good friend of mine, and he kind of let me know about Missy's situation with Jax. I had heard about Jax on the news, but you know, I was too old to be a donor and really didn't know how I could help. So when Fiore reached out to me, he said she was in need of transportation to California, and it just so happens I have transportation to California, so it wasn't even really much of a thought. I just said, let's go ahead and do it, and she was really excited about it, and I'm glad she was really excited about it. I'm excited to help, but you know, I feel like that's what we all should do for our community.
So why are you going to California?
Oh, that's a great question. So we're going to California because we were presented with an opportunity to join a trial specifically for IPEX, and it's through Stanford Medical. And what they do is they do a transplant, but in a different way. So, you know, a blood stem cell transplant requires chemotherapy and lots of isolation that we already do plus some. But this is taking his T cells, modifying them, and transplanting them back to him. So if we're able to get to California, we were able to join the study, and they really want Jax as part of it because it'd be the first pediatric patient to go through this trial. It's an FDA phase 1 trial, and prior to finding Aaron, we were hopeless because we did not know how we could get to California because he can't just jump on a commercial airline and fly out to California, and driving just seemed like insurmountable.
This is through aircraft, right?
So yeah, I own a general contracting company. We work all over the country, internationally as well. And years ago, we acquired our first private aircraft for business purposes so that we could get to job locations faster, less time in airports. So we've had a jet now for about 7 years, and it's been a tremendous help to our business and family life, and now helping the community.
I mean, you just say it so simply, but how wonderful, because that is the essence, right? Missy, this is what you've been talking about for all these years, and let's hope that this way of getting there and this trial is going to be the answer. So where can people find out more information?
You can go to any of our social media platforms. We're on TikTok at Jax Needs a Hero. We are on Instagram and Facebook at Be the Match for Jax. And I just have to say this because when Aaron and I talked, I cried, and I was like, you're like the real life Taylor Swift. Like, you don't understand what you're doing for me and for Jax.
I met him.
Yeah. And, you know, and he said, Missy, at the end of the day, what is this going to do for you? And I said, this could save his life.
Oh my God.
All right, now it's time for Aaron to sing a Taylor Swift song.
Go, Aaron! What era are you in?
Yeah, don't make me do it. My daughters have had me singing off Taylor Swift. Thanks.